Welcome to a View from the Cheap Seats podcast. I'm your host, Danny G, and I'm joined by
Jimmy G. Aloha.
Aloha. What's going on?
Well, it's been a while. There's a lot going on.
It
I'll let you
definitely
do your
has.
update.
It definitely has been a while. And I think on the last podcast we were talking down on the Phillies. And they absolutely turned it around. They are on fire right now, winning 8 straight games, including 2 series sweeps, one against the Nationals, a 4-game sweep, and one against the Mets, a 3-game sweep. They're off tonight, but they start a 3-game series against the Dodgers and a 3-game series against the Reds coming up at home. But we have to talk about yesterday first. Yesterday, the Phillies retired Roy Halladay's number, and it was a very special day. And then Zach Wheeler goes out and absolutely shuts down the Mets, retiring 22 straight, which would be the first time someone's retired that many straight since, you guessed it, Roy Halladay when he threw his perfect game. So, complete dominance by Zach Wheeler.
Two-hitter.
Huh?
He's pitched a two-hitter.
That's right. That's right. So it was just a great, phenomenal outing that Wheeler threw, and but we also have to talk about the man, MVP candidate Bryce Harper.
Excuse me?
Yep,
MVP
MVP candidate Bryce Harper.
Who was telling you earlier in the year that he's going to be MVP?
I don't know. Who was that?
Aloha.
Who was that?
Aloha, Danny.
It was you. He's batting over 300 with 20 home runs. And in comparison to a lot of other outfielders, including the ones that he got snubbed in the All-Star game, he's doing a lot better than. So,
he's batting close to 400 since July 1st.
Right.
He's batting 386.
Yep. He is absolutely on fire right now. Him and the team are red hot.
What do you got flashing in the background?
It might be my TV. Probably my TV. Yeah. But him and the Phillies are red hot. And it's just great to see. The Phillies are in first place. They're up 2 games. And I'm just going to turn to you since we haven't talked in a while. I don't have anything specific to ask you, but just give me your thoughts. What are you thinking right now?
Well, after these 2 series, they play the Dodgers and Reds. After that, the games they have left are against losing teams. I think it's 30 wins, 40 losses, I guess. They were saying with the
well, they play
combined records are. The combined records of the teams they got to play left.
Yeah.
But again, I have to warn people. In September, the Phillies have a road trip, and it's all against the NL East. And games are on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, Bryce Harper. I knew Bryce Harper would come through because he's my boy. Me and Bryce are my boy. My boy, Bryce.
Right.
Imagine if you had somebody in the lineup. Did you see he's 86 in opportunities of knocking in runs? Meaning that he's not had the opportunities to knock in runs. 86.
Right.
86 in the league.
That's pretty far down.
So, what he's doing, he's got 40 some RBIs and he's got maybe 65 chances. So that's pretty good if you do the math. 64 64,
Very
and he's
good.
got 40-something RBIs.
Very good conversion rate right there. But I do have one question. What do you attribute this sudden
Team.
success?
It's a team. The team. It's not just Bryce Harper. It's other guys that are picking up. Look at Real Muto. Real Muto was what was he? 8 for 12 in runners scoring position in the 2 series against Washington and the Mets. Brad Bamboo Miller. Are you
Bamboo
kidding
Brad.
me? 2 homers in one game again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The only thing that I fear is they get exposed with Jankowski and Torres. Them guys are now starting to slump.
Right.
Jankowski's well under 300 now.
Yeah.
Like I said, he would be.
Now, do you see them picking it back up, or do you think this is a thing like Nick Maton?
What they did against the Mets without Hoskins and McCutcheon, I think it was unbelievable.
Right.
They took the Mets, and this is what you wanted. You wanted them to take the Mets and take them down hard, and they did.
Yeah.
Nola bothers me that he's still not pitching well. But listen, if they keep winning, I don't care. I don't care if you win 10-8 or 2-1. Just keep winning. That's the way you're going to do it. You got to do it. You got to keep winning.
Right. And one of your wishes was actually the Phillies took action on and moved Suarez.
Manager of the year, Jimmy G.
Manager of the year. Now, what were we waiting on? We were waiting on a closer, and
I'm a little shaky about our closer.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for Ranger Suarez, Ranger calmed down everybody in that bullpen. And then he did his job and he left. And he's a starter. I think he could be, now, I know you're going to say I'm crazy, but I think he could be a 20-game winner. Ranger Suarez is the man, dude.
Really? I mean, it'll take a couple years, but
yeah, I'm not saying this year. I'm saying in the future. In the future, this guy could be a 20-game winner.
Yeah.
He has the mentality. He's not afraid. He throws strikes, and he doesn't throw them right over the heart of the plate. He works the plate on the ends and the corners.
Yeah, right. But as of right now, we're still looking at a guy who's throwing only around 60 pitches. I mean, look, I'm not saying anything. I mean, he's been very successful in the bullpen, and then moving to the rotation, he's been very successful. But we just gotta wait and see. We gotta see him pitch more.
How about Gibson?
Yeah. Kyle Gibson was huge.
He's doing good.
He's doing great. He is doing great. I think that was a great move. That was a great move that the Phillies front office made. How did you feel about it before we even saw Kyle Gibson
I didn't think
play?
they did enough. I still don't think they did enough. I still think you need a right-handed bat coming off the bench. I think they needed a right-handed bat coming off the bench. But
you don't think they need anything in the lineup as of right now?
Well, I would love to get somebody to play third base because the third baseman is lost. He's lost. He's making too many errors. And you have an injury to DD. He started to swing the bat again, and then he gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
The official water of the podcast is Deer Park.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You didn't see anything. But yeah, it's just, look, I know we were down all year on the Phillies, but it's so exciting to see how they've turned it around. Winning 8 games straight. This is playoff atmosphere back at the ballpark. You
This is
see,
one good thing that's happened is that now the front office sees if you put a team on the field, the fans will come out and see it.
yep,
That place was sold out yesterday.
yeah, and it's just a beautiful sight, isn't it?
The largest crowd post-COVID in Philadelphia.
Yep, it's a very, very beautiful sight. Now, what do you expect going into these 2 series against the Dodgers and the Reds?
If you can listen, if you can come out and win 2 out of 3 at both, that's far expectations. That's to me. If you could just get 3 wins out of 6, if you could do 3, if you can go 3-3, I'm fine with it. Because afterwards, you have all these other teams that are coming in here that are like, and it shows to me that the Phillies can compete. The Phillies can beat the scrub teams.
Yeah.
Look what they did to the Mets. The Mets are scrubs.
Yeah. I especially with these 2 series being at home, I think that bodes well for them. So
we got lucky we didn't get Bueller. Bueller pitched yesterday.
right.
So we're getting Scherzer.
Well, I mean, it's a familiar face.
Yeah, he shuts us down all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Dodgers are good.
Yeah, well,
if
Dodgers
you can take 2 out of 3 out of the Dodgers, I'm booking the World Series tickets.
Yeah, Dodgers are stacked, man. It's kind of hard to.
They got Cole Hamels. They stole Cole Hamels off us.
Yep. That was one of your moves too, and they took him.
It didn't happen. Cole didn't want to come here. He didn't think the Phillies could compete. He didn't think the Phillies were going to make the playoffs.
Maybe that's why they turned.
Now he's going to be playing them, and we're going to beat them in L.A.
Is Hamels pitching?
He won't be ready till mid-September, they said. You see how much he's getting paid? $250,000 to start.
Well, I guess that's one way to make money. I don't. Do you see him really even pitching at all? Like, especially going into once you hit the playoffs.
I think he pitches. I think he does.
Really, with Scherzer, Bueller, and they got a bunch of pitchers better than.
Then why did they sign? They didn't need him. They needed him.
I don't know.
They need that left-handed. They need that left-handed pitcher.
They got
to play against the Phillies.
I guess.
Everybody puts left-handed pitchers up against the Phillies.
Well, probably because of Harper, right?
Yeah, because of Harper. Harper's killing left-handed pitchers right now.
Right.
Bryce
Yeah,
Harper.
but my thing is the Dodgers still have 2 lefties right now.
I don't know why they signed him.
Kershaw.
I don't know. To stop San Diego from signing them, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. But 2 divisions are a powerhouse in the league: the AL East and the NL West.
Yeah, but I think, as you'll see, is some of them wild card teams are going to come back to the pack. You know, San Diego just struggled with Tatis, got hurt.
Yeah.
The Mets lost Baez yesterday.
Right.
The Braves lost Freddie Freeman for a couple games. He's got a respiratory infection. So I'm more afraid of the Braves than the Mets.
Yeah. It's definitely fair. The Braves also the Mets made moves too at the deadline, but I don't know. The Mets. I don't know. We've showed time and time again that we can beat them this season.
The Mets lineup stinks.
Yeah.
I think Washington Nationals lineup is better.
Even after trading Trey Turner.
Yep, with Soto. He's the man, dude.
Yeah.
They're going to build around him, and the division's going to be rough.
Yeah.
Going to be rough.
Yep.
They get the free agents.
Yeah. But that's our little Phillies talk for the day. And moving along to the next biggest sport in town right now, the Philadelphia Eagles. What are we how are we feeling with training camp going on? The first preseason game is on Thursday.
Well, seems like Jalen Hurts is not having a good camp.
I've heard that, and but I have heard that he's gotten better every day.
He's thrown 4 interceptions. I'm concerned. The quarterback
Mahomes threw 5 interceptions in camp.
Who?
Mahomes. Not this camp, but his rookie camp when he had that breakout season.
I'm concerned about quarterback play. That's what I gotta see. I don't even know if he could beat out Joe Flacco. They said Joe Flacco's having a great camp. He hasn't thrown the ball though. I don't know.
Yeah, they said Joe Flacco is probably not even going to make the roster.
I heard that he's having an excellent camp.
I heard Nick Mullins was better than Flacco this camp.
Mullins is throwing pick after pick. He's up to 7 picks.
Are we understanding the same camp here, or I don't know what's going on.
I'm listening to I listen to the WIP Eagles Roundup, whatever they call it, the Eagles Talk, and the guy goes out there and he's reporting that the quarterback play has been very shoddy.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I haven't been to training camp. I'm just listening to a bunch of people talk about it.
And just to put this out there, Andre Dillard is
getting
bust.
Yeah,
he's a bust.
He's getting
Mulata's
absolutely destroyed. Mulata is very much distancing himself. And another breakout was Josh Sweat. Yep.
Josh Sweat is killing it.
Yep. That's good to see though. I like seeing them two kind of break out this year. It's very good.
I think close they needed Mulata. Not even close.
I know. Mulata's been phenomenal. And Josh Sweat, I think that's something that the defensive line needed. A young guy kind of breaking out.
Go back and look at that draft.
Yeah.
Tell me how bad Howie did.
What was it? When was that?
2017.
2017?
18.
Goddard, Maddox, Sweat, Pryor, Mulata.
How's that draft?
Decent.
Well,
first of all, we got to see Josh Sweat. I want to see Josh Sweat.
Goddard, Mulata.
Yeah, Goddard. Yeah, no, it was a good draft. Well, that was the.
You gotta give him credit. Listen, you can nail him on a lot of the drafts, but that's a good draft. 2018 was a good draft.
Yeah.
Putting it out there, Danny. Putting out the facts. You know what I mean? It's all
putting out the facts. That's right. Putting out the facts. That's all we do. But yeah, with the first preseason game being on Thursday, what do you? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for Jalen Hurts to have a good game. It concerns me that Devontae Smith is hurt and is going to miss the whole camp. That concerns me. It's a rookie camp. You know, listen, he's small in stature and he's already hurt. That bothers me.
Yeah, but it was also a non-contact injury.
Okay, but he's still hurt. It doesn't
Right.
matter.
It has nothing. It has nothing to do with his size, though. Is what I'm saying.
But he's hurt though. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but you're bringing up his small stature. It's not like
He's a small
sprained his
guy.
ankle be-
Listen, he's got one injury already, and I know it has nothing to do with his size. But again, you got to remember, he's a smaller type receiver. He's more in the line as Stephon Diggs than T.O. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We gotta curb our expectations a little bit. If the guy's going to miss the whole camp, I don't expect him to be flashy numbers. I don't expect it. I don't expect that. But I could be wrong. I mean, I'm hoping I'm wrong. But Jalen Hurts scares me. Scares me that he's not. I was expecting him to have a great camp. And the way it looks is he's having a mediocre camp right now.
Right. Right.
The other thing that concerns me is Miles Sanders. They're saying that he's dropping balls left and right.
Yeah.
Mr. Fumbler. Remember what I told you?
Yep. I've heard that we've been working towards a more of a committee than a Miles Sanders breaking away from the rest of the running back room.
The other good news, there's some good news that came out. Carson Wentz looks like he's only going to miss the first game.
Really?
Yep. He might not even miss the first game.
I don't think he's coming back for the first game.
Well, they're saying that he might not miss the first game. So that's good news.
It definitely is good news. Definitely
for our
is.
draft pick. Not for him, but for our draft pick.
Well, for him. We don't like injuries. We don't like injuries, no matter who you are.
I'm just saying, it's just goes to show you that you throw a smackdown on the Philly fans, and then the next day you get hurt.
Yeah. Maybe
said he had more support from the Colts fans than he did here. Really? I don't know, Danny. How do you feel about that?
I don't feel good about it. I didn't like that because it's obviously not true. But I don't think anybody else could have been supported more than Carson Wentz.
He got to listen. How? I know the rumors have died down because they're saying Wentz is not going to miss time. But how crazy would that have been with Nick Foles going to the Colts?
Right. Yep.
How crazy would that have been?
I would have loved it. That would have been hilarious.
They even talked about Old Man Rivers coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
Paying him $1 million a game.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see Nick Foles come in.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of hoping for it. But yeah. Football's heating up, man. Football is definitely heating up.
Did you watch the Hall of Fame game?
Just a little bit of it.
I turned it on for 5 minutes and turned it off.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know. I can only watch Eagles preseason. I can't watch any other preseason.
What's going on with Prescott? He's hurt?
Yeah, his shoulder injury.
Could be out for a while.
Well, no. He'll be back for the first game, I think. But.
Not what they're saying on the radio.
Oh, what? WIP?
That's the home of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I don't think. I think that Dak Prescott should be good to go. Um, Improved dramatically. I don't know. We'll see.
And
We're
how many
being
Giants
cautious.
to retire? Giants had 3 players
Three.
retired already
3 retires in training camp.
because they can't stand the coach. The coach is a moron.
Yeah. Well, they all got in that big fight. And Daniel Jones was on the bottom of the pile. That's a mess.
Giants are bad. They're bad.
Yeah,
The Giants
it's
are
a mess.
bad.
Well, good thing it's not the Eagles. We don't care about the Giants. We don't like the Giants. But yeah, I think we can do you have anything else to say about the Eagles before we move on?
Who's the punter?
I don't know.
I guess
don't
we'll
know.
get all these questions answered on Thursday.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Did they? I haven't heard them sign a punter. I haven't heard them.
I know. I haven't heard anything.
I'm gonna look at the Eagles depth chart and see who they have at punter.
I mean, Cam Johnson was one of the best players on the team last year.
Right now, it says Aaron Sippus.
Who?
Aaron Sippus. He's
Where's he from?
28. It's his first season. He's from Auburn.
He's 28 years old.
Yeah, he's not. He's like he didn't. We didn't draft him or anything, and I guess he came out of the league and was an undrafted free agent for a while. So he's 28 now.
Because that's one thing that has to improve this year. Special teams has to improve. They had no special teams for the last 3 years under Doug Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
So you need improvement there. You need improvement in turnovers. And I love that the coach is teaching turnovers. I love John Gannon teaching turnovers. Punch the ball out.
Yeah, you hear players saying that their knuckles are bruised.
What's that?
Because you have players saying their knuckles are bruised because of how much they practice these turnovers, punching the ball out.
Good.
It's great. Yeah. It's great. So we won't get to see all this in effect until we actually see the Eagles on the field. I don't know if we can even answer that in preseason games. I guess we'd have to wait until regular season. But
after this preseason game, New England comes to town, and we practice with New England, and then we practice with the Jets for the third game.
Yeah,
I like that. I like inter squad practices. Don't you?
Yeah. I think that's great. I know one of the Jets practices, isn't that an open practice? One of them.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They had open practice last night.
Yeah.
Were you there?
No, I wish. Apparently, Jalen Hurts had a great pass to Quez Watkins.
Quez Watkins, that's another guy that we can talk about. Quez Watkins is having a great camp.
Yep.
Although John Hightower is not.
Yeah. But Quez Watkins.
Jalen Reagor
is
having half 50-50.
Yeah. Well, he's also got, I guess, like his mental state is a little down because of what, losing a close friend and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know I don't know much about the situation, but I think that's what the Eagles said. They were concerned because of him failing the conditioning test after. So, I mean, I can't imagine what he's going through, but we'll have to see. It's something to keep an eye on. I hope I hope things get better for him, So, we'll have to see. But yeah, going back to Quez Watkins, they say significantly faster than everybody in that wide receiver core. And Yeah, he's having a great camp. So it's what you like to see. You love to see it. I mean,
You
one of them
spend
too, him or John Hightower had to work, right?
Would you spend a third round pick on James Washington?
Third round pick.
He wants out of Pittsburgh. He wants to be traded.
I don't know.
You need a veteran wide receiver.
Do you though?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Why? To have someone like what happened with Alshon, where we had to worry about Alshon taken
No,
away from
I
these
think
young
James
wide receivers?
Washington's a good wide receiver. He's got good hands. He doesn't drop anything. Ben says he doesn't drop a damn ball.
I don't know. I'd think about it, but I want the best development for these young wide receivers too. I'd like Fulgham to actually get some time on the field.
How about that story that came out? He got benched for
Yeah.
for a guy with bad. That's Doug. That was Doug's fault. They're blaming Doug. Doug's gone. They're blaming.
Yep. But yeah, I want to see Devontae Smith. I want to see Travis Fulgham. I want to see Quez Watkins and Rager. I don't know how much I want a veteran receiver on the team. Look, James Washington might be good, but I want what's best for the development of these young wide receivers.
What about linebacker?
Linebacker, I don't know.
You got problems there.
I mean,
would you sign
yeah,
the old Eagles linebacker?
I don't know.
Out there.
Yeah, but look, I don't know. We don't know what's going on with Gannon's defense. We don't know what linebacker might break out. What if Temple's own Sean Bradley breaks out this year?
Well, what's his name was having a good camp, and he got hurt. The guy they drafted in the third round.
Davion Taylor?
Yeah, he was having a good camp, they said.
Yeah,
he got hurt.
Because he was able to actually be at the facility this year. But I guess all these questions will be answered soon.
Well, there are questions going into camp, going into these preseason games. Who's going to be the linebacker? Who's going to be your wide receivers after Devontae Smith? Who's your running backs? I think your offensive line is a strong suit. I think your defensive line is a strong suit. I think the secondary is another strong suit. So, the special teams, we have to see how they are. And the questions going in.
Yep.
A lot of questions. Hopefully, we'll get a lot of answers.
Yeah, we'll look forward to them being answered, and I guess we'll review it on Friday. But other than that, I don't know. Do you want to talk is there anything basketball, anything? Well, Team USA men's basketball team won gold.
Did the women's win too?
I think the women's won gold too.
Yeah, they were playing China or Japan. One of the two. Big Japan. That's the only thing I see is that Ben Simmons looks like he's going to be back.
I guess.
What's going on? So,
I mean, apparently Ben stopped talking to us. So, I don't know. All I'm saying is it's a similar road that Wentz and the Eagles went down. It's all okay.
Yeah, there's not much basketball. I mean, besides what's going on with Ben Simmons, and nothing's going on. So,
well, I mean, I guess Danny Green being re-signed, Dwight Howard leaving, Furkan Korkmaz being back,
Drummond
being signed.
Playing with Embiid. They fought each other.
I know, but he said times change. So, I don't know. How do you feel about it? Do you think it's better than a Dwight Howard, or do you think it's a downgrade?
I think Dwight Howard was Mr. Brickhouse. But he played well. I mean, he played well down the stretch a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Backup center. If you're relying on your backup center to do anything, then you're pretty bad.
Yeah, especially when you got an MVP candidate in your starting center position. Oh, also, the Flyers re-signed Carter Hart for 3 years.
Kind of hot. Kind of hot.
Yep.
So there you go. We talked all 4 sports.
We definitely did talk all 4 sports. There's not much going on in the last 2, but also the USA men's baseball team won silver.
They lost to
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah, Japan beat them 2-0. And then the Dominican Republic came and won bronze. So
That's because they took Luke Williams off the team.
yeah,
Luke
Luke Williams.
won the gold. He would have won the gold for them.
Yep. Luke. I mean, that's interesting. That the Team USA basketball team gets to throw out like NBA players, but MLB players.
Yeah, but you can't play MLB players because they're playing right now. You'd have to shut down
I know,
the league.
but don't you think that the MLB would get? I think that the All-Star break should be around when the Olympics go on.
It's
So
only
it gives
3
the chance.
days. The Olympics take longer.
I know, but I don't know. I think
you can't shut down the season. Can't shut down the season for the Olympics.
Yeah, I guess. I think it would be pretty cool to see, though. I mean, obviously, it would give Team USA a better chance. Or even Japan. I mean, Ohtani, right? Or would it be?
They would get smoked. You put a team together from the U.S., all major league players. Everybody else would get smoked.
Okay. See, this is why we need to see.
You put DeGrom, Wheeler, Scherzer, Bueller. Think about all the pitchers you can pitch. Do you think Wheeler has any chance of getting Cy Young?
Well, I mean, the only person he has to beat out is DeGrom.
DeGrom's on the CL.
Right.
Or IL.
I mean, all it comes down to is whether DeGrom has enough games played.
If Wheeler pitches the way he pitched yesterday, hands down.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Mets didn't even know what to do. They didn't even know how to.
I know.
They're like.
I know.
He's painting corners left and right.
Oh my God! Yeah, it was great. It was a tremendous performance.
Now you got Nola against Scherzer, and Braves are playing Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Mets are playing the Nationals.
Go Nationals.
Go Nats. Nats beat the Braves once.
Yeah, I know. So, woo, man, tired.
Were you tired? Where are you tired from?
I don't
Your
know.
vacation?
Yeah. Mowed the lawn
How was
today.
the shore?
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Were you down there all week?
Yeah. Saturday to Saturday. Yeah, it was
Pops
great.
with you?
Huh?
Pops with you?
Yeah, he was with me.
He didn't carry on?
No. No. Surprisingly. I don't think the guy could have got any more tan.
Oh, he just stands out in the sun. He turns Tasmanian devil brown.
Yeah, I mean, like before, I don't think he tanned anymore down the shore. Like I think he was already the tannest he could have been.
Yeah, he's a tanner, that guy.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
The rest of us all burn. He's tans.
Yep. Yep. So, oh man, Freddie G. But I guess that'll do it for the podcast today. We will be back on Wednesday to talk more Philly sports and anything else that goes on across all four sports. So yeah, thanks for listening to the podcast today. And remember, the view's always better.
From the cheap seats
That's right.
with the binoculars.
With the binoculars.
Can't wait to see the logo.
Yep. I'll put it in the video. I'll put it in the video today.
All right.
All right.
Later, Danny.
Later.